public, live, excellent connection, 1, 2, 3. I'll never know unless somebody answers, but we'll figure this out somehow. This is a live stream on the YouTube. And if someone comes on here, please give me a thumbs up that you can at least understand what I'm saying. Because everything's down except for maybe this one microphone. So if we're on the internet live, welcome. There's no music tonight, no instruments tonight, but I have a live feed with an actual light and a microphone that might be working. Ah, see, you go on in the middle of the night and you get the Australians and the crazy Hawaiians. That is absolutely excellent. Good to see you guys here. Yeah, we're here in the United States of America. It's an absolutely interesting place to be right now. I mean, aloha. Oh, I love Hawaii. That's a pretty place. What's up, guys? 7:25 p.m. here. Wow, that sounds like almost 7:30 in the morning. 10:21. Nice. Okay. Well, here it's 3:21, and I just come on because I have insomnia and can't get the studio to work. But hey, Tuba Mania Tuesday. Oh, fantastic. Very good. Yes, I've heard of the Tuba Mania. I saw it on the Facebook. Very cool. Yeah. Right now, I haven't played tuba in a couple of days because my knee is all kaput right now. And I'm trying to rest it and not stick tubas on top of it. Yeah. Cool thing to talk about, like, I don't know, I could talk about, for tuba friends, I could talk all day long about overcoming injuries and pains and strains and weird stuff that happens to your body through life and how you have to overcome that as a musician if that's what you decide to do, or even whatever you do in life. That's part of the daily struggle of being a human being, you know. A Yamaha silver sousaphone. Oh man, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. Yeah, oh man, Yamaha makes really good stuff. They really do. They really do. My best playing trumpet is probably my Yamaha Chicago #2 C trumpet. I hate to admit it because I have all these really custom cool trumpets, but that one, which is probably the same as every other one that has the same stamp on it, is my very favorite. I mean, just awesome. I don't know why there's so much hesitation to make a C Helicon or sousaphone. That is the ultimate walking around tuba for me, who, you know, I can no longer walk. So here I am, pretty much in a state where I'll never be able to play a horn like that. But that's my dream horn, is like the 5-valve double C sousaphone with the one-step 5-valve on it. That would be my dream dancing around, hip hop tuba. I would really totally dig that. Yeah. So at least I got this working. You can hear me, I think. Like I don't have any, no complaints. You're all saying, hey, tuba mania, and that's good. So that's excellent. So my main studio back there is totally crapped out right now. Oh man, I hear you. Yeah, well, I mean, I like playing. I play other stuff, so I've got all kinds of things. I mean, I don't know, even know. I have this in my pocket here. I don't think it'll sound that good because right now I'm only just hooked up to this one wireless microphone. That's all I got going on right now. It's called a Comica Boom XD. So I'm totally bare bones here. They're testing for the nuclear shutdown here on the eastern side of the U.S. So, but I play other stuff all the time. Oh, sweet, you can hear us. Oh, hear me. Yeah, okay. Ooh, yeah. So yeah, this is so cool. Okay, so yeah, I play a bunch of different ones of these. There's a couple goofy videos from way back when of me playing some juice harps on YouTube if you look for them. But this is a double-pitched, double-sided handmade one from Russia. And they make the best ones. Like in Ukraine and Russia, they've got the couple of dudes that really know how to make these things. This is, yay. And they're relatively, crappy focus. Oh, not bad. It picked it back up. So this is like the broken knee man's tuba. So, and you could probably hear it through this microphone here. Let me get some water because I wasn't prepared to go live. I was trying to get things hooked up. I figured I'd give it a try after like messing around trying to get my studio to work for 2 hours and deciding to give up. And then I came over here and I thought, I might be able to get this other computer up and running. So yeah, I've had this in my pocket for a couple of days. And it's kind of got a bass juice harp and kind of a more trebly one. And this would be the one that would sound more like the Snoopy one that you get at the like souvenir shop. Well, I hit my tooth that one time. And then the other side's like a bass side, so you just flip it around. Oh, I'm glad the audio is good. This is I try every system because it's just something I'm into. That's great. So this Comica, it's brand new. Like I haven't really tried it at all. Comica Boom X. The cool thing is they send you 3 boxes, right? And 2 of them actually have built-in microphones. I don't know if it'll focus, but maybe the camera will be. It wants to find my face right now. But if you see that little dot in it, even though it's out of focus, there's a white dot down there at the bottom of that box. That's the microphone array. There's a little condenser mic in there. And I've got one here built in. And they send you those. Now I don't sell stuff on YouTube. I don't even know why I enable monetization. They send you lapel mics for each one. So you get 2 of them. And then you get one, so you get 2 mics that are transmitters, and you get 1 mic that's a receiver. So if you have a camera, any of these new mirrorless semi-video photography cameras, this that I'm going into right now is a G9, and I have an embedded, like a hardwired battery in this G9 and a super awesome Leica lens on here. But anyway, this is like a little cheapo microphone, but I put it through OBS, and I don't even use, this is the first time I ever tried using OBS, because nothing was working. Like my whole system back there, well, I think it works, but I think there's some human error that I did earlier today that prevented it from working. That's why I'm over here. And this is all I've got, but I'm glad the audio is good. Like I can show off this new toy here of mine, which is the Russian double-sided juice harp. And apparently you guys can hear it through this microphone here. It's pretty cool. This one's totally different. This one is just me and you and this wireless microphone and this Russian juice harp, double-sided. We have one microphone. But welcome. I'm glad that I'm live streaming for these moments of awakeness in the middle of the night or early morning here on the 19th of January here in the United States, as long as it still is the United States of America. This is the greatest country to ever be devised by humankind. I definitely believe that, and it was based on a system of love that came out of a book called the Bible that had principles and wonderful, wonderful wisdom. So that is what's going on today in my world, other than I couldn't get my normal streaming system to work when I actually wanted to sit down and do a little show. Being that my knee was feeling a little better, and I had, or I at least felt like staying up late. But then I didn't charge all the batteries properly. So here I am on emergency backup battery power. I don't know if this will focus this close, but if it does, that's awesome. So this is the TubaDylan broadcast hour. We don't sell anything. YouTube tries to sell stuff, and maybe I should turn that off, but we're here for you to answer your questions about tubas, life, anything that you want to talk about. Ask them here in the comments. Join me on my live stream as long as I can stay awake or feel like staying awake this morning. This could be the very last day that the United States of America remains the same. If it is, you're watching history right now, folks. But I only said could be, because what do I know? I'm just a tuba dude on the internet. Testing OBS, I'm glad it works. Hello, Lucas. Hello. Welcome. Join the chat here. This is the TubaDylan backup, like super backup, one camera, one microphone show, no backup music, nothing working the way I want it to be, but still saying, look, I can get this other computer to turn on, and I have a good camera there, and I can just plug a cable into that camera, put it into that other computer, and try it with a different software and see if it works. That is this show. So nothing to see here, as usual. But welcome. 3:36. We're just ticking away in the morning, waiting for news to find out what's going to happen in the world markets, the world banks, the Vatican deposits around the world, the gold stashes that are underground throughout different various deep rock formations in different parts of this planet. Hope you're all doing really well out there. We're doing okay where we are, as best we can. Dude, played tuba for 4 years and want to try to play sousaphone. Well, I played tuba first before I ever played the sousaphone for many, many years. And I bought a super great sousaphone, sort of by luck on eBay, which I ended up turning for a great profit, even though that wasn't why I bought it, was to make that. I kind of missed that horn. I wish I didn't send it out. And I don't know. I like concert tubas so much better that I never looked back, never wanted to really play it. But then again, like I said, I've been talking about this. At this point, I'm a crippled person, like I'm a handicapped person. I've injured my legs so bad that I'm walking with a cane by the grace of God, that I'm still walking and not on crutches or a wheelchair or worse. So both my legs have been smashed and crushed and smashed and crushed. So, like, I don't know. I make it. I get around. I do pretty well in what I can, but it's getting harder and harder. I tore out my knee 2 weeks ago, and boy, it's been rough. And I haven't picked up a tuba on purpose, because just my knee's really rotten right now. But play sousaphone. If you can do it, go for it. Do it. But I like the sound of a concert tuba better. Like I'll tell you on the record, as a tuba channel in the middle of the morning here in the middle of January 2021, I like the sound and feel and dexterity and playing characteristics, the overall value for amount of effort and efficiency of most any good bass or contrabass tuba over a sousaphone, just as far as sound quality. That's what I'll say about that. But hey, if you like moving around and dancing around on stage and you have good legs and you can bounce around, then get a sousaphone. I got a sousaphone to play a couple jazz gigs back in the late 90s. And I did surprisingly well considering that wasn't my thing, but I ditched that sousaphone and made a really good profit on it. So it was a 1939 York Monster sousaphone that I bought and had it sort of, well, it didn't need much restoration, but I had it fixed up and restored by Rob Stewart and then played in several gigs, and it was so cool. It had a ring of red paint around it, around the bell. There was like a ring of red paint on the inside that someone had just slapped onto it. But somehow it was really cool. Like I was cool with it when I got it. It was pretty sweet sousaphone. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I don't know. How's it going out there? I guess if you're watching this, you're on the far west coast of here. Because this is an unusual time for someone on the east coast of the United States to be awake. Unless, of course, you're just chilling because your wife fell asleep and your kids fell asleep early and you're one of those creative guys who works really hard every night, and when you have a night off, you just feel like doing your own thing finally. So that's what I'm doing here with you. You know? I'm here to test and confirm whether or not the 1424-64 emergency broadcast system is engaged here in the United States of America, in Australia, Hawaii, the West Indies, the Middle East, of course, Europe, which is always the center of everything, especially if you live in Europe, you know that. And then back to the United States of America, where we struggle with so much pride in our, could you say, perceived pleasantness that we don't necessarily really have, at least as a nation. I think there are many people in our nation that have fought for it and died for it, but less and less and less and less as we go. Very sad. I am here to tell all of you, the millions of people who are watching this telecast right now. To be honest, there's probably only thousands, but I like to lean towards the positive. But for the millions that are watching, I would like all of you to know that although the internet may go down and your lights may go off, all hope is not lost, because you may have to run for the hills and hide in the cliffs to avoid the things that are coming and the disasters that are yet to come. But in a spiritual sense, meaning if you pray to your God and you understand that Jesus Christ came to die for and save all of humanity from all of our sins and from the hatred that is just pouring out on all of society. And I'm not trying to preach to you and tell you that I'm not really into that anyway. But reflect on that if you don't know much about it, think about it, and then maybe you'll want to know a little more about it. But right now, there's nothing that's going to save this earth other than great signs and wonders. And some of those signs and wonders are only going to look like they're going to save the earth. And they will not. They will only make things grow to a point where just about anything would destroy the world if not for the return of God and the renewing of all things. So I look forward to the renewing of all things. I think that it may be coming sooner than we all know, or sooner than we all think. And in many ways, it's scary to want to make a change. To make a change either in your life or in your nation. Wherever you are in this sequence of time, to say, well, maybe what I am and what I think I am isn't exactly quite what God would want me to be. And by God, you have to know that something created everything. And that something created everything for some sort of reason. And it seems like that reason is to want human beings to follow him in a certain pattern or way. And the only way he describes it really through his son is through love. So the pattern of love. And that sounds hippie talk to lots of Christian friends of mine. But I believe it to be absolutely true. And that everything that God is love. And as this society crumbles apart, there's a purpose. And there's a purpose to draw more ultimate friendship and more ultimate family, more ultimate love, more ultimate freedom, more ultimate pleasure